All right. Okay, we're back. We're live. I hope I'm live. I mean, I'm not sure because now, for the past couple of days, I've been having trouble going live on some of the channels. So I just hope I'm live on one of them at least. So if you're there watching, can you let me know where you are watching from as well? Because that would be absolutely amazing if you could do that. If anyone is watching this at all. All right, okay. So I'm not gonna keep you here for too long, but what we said is we're gonna start this live Q&A series for small business CEOs and corporate managers. And we're going to see what it takes and where you can start learning for you to become a dream boss and build your dream team. This is what I absolutely love helping people with, right? Being there and being there with them and for them on their journey and of becoming this dream boss. That because let's remember a little bit where it all started from and what we started with. It was the dream, right? When you were younger, when you were a teenager, maybe, or in your early 20s, what was it? It was building your dream. It was all about that dream of having a dream career or working in a dream organization or having a dream team and then becoming a dream boss. So if you're at that stage, this is for you because that's why we're doing this live Q&A. And absolutely feel free to participate at any time and ask your questions or make your comments. If you have questions that you want to ask for the future sessions, absolutely go in you have a link in the description of this video, so you can go there, you can ask your question, and at the same time you make sure that you're also going to receive all of the replays for all of the live Q&A series. If you are missing any lives, then you're getting your resources and all of the answers to all of the questions that we're answering here. So today's question is all about where do I start learning? So what are some recommended resources for team management? There you go. I am going to add this for you so you know what we're talking about today. Recommended resources for team management. So for those of you who are at the beginning of their journey of managing a team, I have 3 book recommendations for you for today. If you click the link in the description of this video, you can also check the full library resources that we have as part of the all personal learning. So go in there and get your resources because I have a full library of recommended books, podcasts, videos, a lot of resources for you to start this journey, to start developing your people skills, your management and leadership skills at your own pace, in your own time, but you will know that you're starting somewhere. So the first book that I have for you, first of all, when you start in this role as a manager, chances are that you haven't had much training about how to lead teams, how to lead people, how to influence people, how to persuade people, how to manage projects, and all of that kind of stuff. Because you're coming from a different kind of place, right? A place where you needed to take care of your own needs, of your own work. And now with the promotion comes that need to also coordinate others, that need to manage other people's times and other people's deadlines and other people's motivation and engagement levels, right? So that comes with the package of being in charge of a team, wherever that is for you. If you're a small business owner, I mean, you've started your business all on your own, and then you brought some more people on the team. Um, Again, that was step number one in understanding how you can do that best, right? Because it's not easy. That's a whole skill set that you need, a whole new skill set that you need when you get to hire people for your own business. So you started there, and then you grew your team, and then you need to manage the projects that you're working on as a team. You need to lead the team. You need to lead the people. And again, that comes with a different kind of need for a different kind of skill set. So if that's the case, then you're in the right place. Um, if you're a manager that now manages a team of people and you haven't done that ever before, you haven't had the training ever before, you don't know where to start and where to go, and that's it. It's a good thing that you're here today and that you're watching this today. So the first book that I'm going to recommend today for you is The Element. The Element, or How Finding Your Passion Changes Everything. It's a book written by Sir Ken Robinson, whom I absolutely love. And he has several TED Talks that are amazing. So look him up on TED. One of them is How Schools Kill Creativity. And I'm sure if you watch that one, or if you've watched that one, I'm sure you've resonated a lot with that. But in The Element, he talks about finding your passion and how that changes things, and why that's important for you as a team leader, as a team manager, is because I always say, if you want to manage your relationships with others better, you first need to understand how to manage the relationship with yourself first. So it's all about knowing more about you, more about your passion, your motivation, your engagement, understanding how you work, so that then you can understand and observe how other people work around you, and how you can utilize their skills, their talents, their passions to the max, so that you are all motivated and engaged and you work towards a purpose. So what I love about The Element, the first book that I'm recommending, is that it talks about our own passion, our own talents, and discovering them. And also, it talks about the power of, once we've found our passion, finding our tribe, how the environment in which we take our passion and use our passion and work with it, how the environment in which we are matters, so that that passion flourishes, that passion develops even more, because that passion is allowed to exist and develop and to grow further, because that will allow us to work with the passion as well, right? Having a talent or a passion doesn't necessarily mean that we are absolute masters of it. We have that talent, we have that passion, because we feel it's easy for us to do one thing or another. And typically, when you talk to people who are talented in one or maybe several areas, what they will tell you is like, but that's easy for me to do. That's not work. It doesn't feel like work. And I thought everybody can do this, right? And we find that we think it's easy because it's easy for us. We think it's easy for everybody else. So go check the Element by Ken Robinson, and it will open your eyes and your mind, and it will definitely shed a light on your passion, on your talents, what they are, and maybe times where you found a tribe where you felt that you can definitely use that passion for everyone's benefit, where that passion, that talent of yours was appreciated and that made you feel great about it. Or if it hasn't happened yet, then maybe you can take it from here and move it forward. What I also find that is amazing about this book is once you read it and you become aware of your own passions and talents and tribes that you found on your way, it also allows you to suddenly see talent, spot talent in other people as well, or wonder about, oh, what do I think about this person? What talent do they have? Or maybe ask them and open those discussions. That is so powerful, especially as a discussion with your team. If you're managing a team, again, as a small business owner or a team in a larger organization, in a corporation, it really doesn't matter. When it comes to passion and talent, that opens a discussion about purpose, and that helps people open up and feel good about themselves, about what they do, and about the leader that they have. Okay, so and again, I'm reminding you, go check the link in the description. You're getting all of the resources, all of the recommendations. You just have everything in there, and then you can start reading or listening to these resources at your own pace in your own time. The second book that I'm recommending is Dare to Lead by Brene Brown. So you might already love Brene Brown. I know I do. And I know that she has so many big books already and has been inspiring us with so much incredible work. But the Dare to Lead, which the full title of it is Dare to Lead, Brave Work, Tough Conversations, Whole Hearts. So that's why I'm recommending it, especially if you want to build on your team management and team leadership skills muscles. You need this because it allows you to really dive deep into how can we have the tough conversations and should we even have them, and how do we have these tough conversations so that at the end of the conversation we can actually still work well together. At the end of that tough conversation we get to still trust each other, or not to still trust each other, but we get to build even more trust in our team, and we can have even more meaningful conversations after that. It talks about, she's very big on the power of vulnerability, as you know. And by the way, if you haven't watched her TED talk, go ahead and watch it, The Power of Vulnerability. But she talks about that extensively, especially in this book, because she talks about the new kind of leadership, not that kind of leadership where the leader is isolated at the top, because it's not the case anymore. You don't have to be alone. If you are leading a team, no matter where you are doing that, you don't have to do it alone. It's not about that. It's not about the leader who's the sole responsible for leading, as in taking people from point A to point B, or taking people from starting a project to completing a project. It's all about how we get to lead everyone on the team. How do they get to lead on the way there, depending on who needs to take the lead in which moment. because again, we are all good at something. That's why we are there all together in that team. So it's all about opening up. It's all about understanding the importance of asking for help, understanding how to listen to people, and how to then have those kind of tough conversations that help everybody open up even more and build more trust. So, Dare to Lead by Brene Brown, my second recommendation for you today. And then the third one is The Five Dysfunctions of a Team by Patrick Lencioni. And this is, again, if you have never worked with, not worked with a team, but leading a team. So, from this perspective, where okay, you're expected to make decisions and to know where you need to go, right? Give that sense of meaning and purpose and direction, right? Okay, but how do you ensure that everybody is all hands on deck, that people tell you the good stuff and the bad stuff as well? How do you create that environment where they can, where people, everybody on the team, you included, because you as a manager or a leader, you're also part of that team. So how do we make sure that we create that environment where this kind of conversations can take place, and where people don't simply just say yes for the sake of saying yes, and then the minute they turn their head, they roll their eyes and they think this is never going to work. The minute you have that on the team, then something is missing. Then there's the minute people have to think twice whether or not to convey something that might go wrong, that's when you have a problem. So, The Five Dysfunctions of a Team by Patrick Lencioni. Read it and find out more information about models and actionable steps you can use to overcome the hurdles or struggles on your team, and really build a cohesive and effective team. So these are my three recommendations for you for today. I also have again, click on the link, ask your question if you have one. If not, just sign up so that you get all of the resources in one go and all of the replays. I also have some audio resources, the All Personal podcast. Definitely check that one out, because I talk to people who are passionate about what they do and who discovered their strong skills muscles, and who also worked on those skills muscles that weren't so strong, but which they kind of needed on their way of personal and professional development, on this development journey. So go ahead and check that one out. Another good podcast to listen to is Esther Perel's How's Work. And again, that is in the link. So check the link, get all these resources. And more than that, I have a full list of books that I'm recommending for you as somebody who is on their personal and professional development, and especially focused on people and team management. And some video resources for you, because again, it all starts with ourselves, right? We learn to manage ourselves better. That's when we can manage and lead others as well. That's when we get to understand what we need to pay attention to, what might be their talents, what is it that might be motivating them. So, that said, check the link, get your resources. Definitely share your questions here, and I'll absolutely share my answers, because we're doing this live Q&A series on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So again, if you don't have time to join all of the live sessions, then just click the link in the description and you will be getting all the resources and all the answers to all of the questions that we're going to answer here. Okay, that said, absolutely have a brilliant day and see you next time. See you next Tuesday. Enjoy.